You excited for today?
I'm so excited for today.
What's happening?
Today, we add a little fur baby to our home. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to KD&P. So today is an extremely exciting day, and well, I would ask Danny, but he is driving and I don't want to distract him. But we are getting our dog. So today is the beginning of KD&P, and how are we feeling?
Excited.
Honestly, I have wanted a dog for my whole life, and this is just the most incredible thing in the world. Right, so no joke, guys. You can see all that snow on the side of the road, but it is now officially snowing. I just didn't do it justice earlier. It is crazy here. For England, where we just do not get much snow at all. It's extraordinary. As you can see, I look like I've aged about 50 years because this little guy has kept me up pretty much all night. Even though he has actually been good as gold and managed to settle and calm down in the crate. Separation anxiety when he's awake and we're awake is a different story. I'll talk about that later. He's still kept me up the whole night because I feel like a parent when you don't know if they're okay, you want to make sure they're still breathing, you want to make sure that they've been fed enough and that you're doing the right thing. So, come on. I've just realised I've called him over and I don't have any incentive. You gonna come over here? Oh. So, yeah, I haven't really slept very well. And Danny's been brilliant, to be fair. But, so this is day 2, officially. We got him on Saturday and today's Monday. And then we have today and tomorrow off. So tomorrow really is D-Day in terms of trial run for how we get on at work. But he's wonderful. He went down at 10. We're trying to get him into a very structured routine. So we got him in his crate at 10 and he's so shattered by that point because I don't let him go to sleep past 6 o'clock really. I let him kind of doze but not properly drift off. So by the time that I'm like, here you go in your crate, the whole anxiety thing's out the window because he's so shattered, he's too tired to even think about leaving. And by some miracle, he woke up at, well, not by some miracle, but he woke up at 12:30 and Danny went and got him and managed miraculously to settle him back down because he woke us up because he needs the toilet. He needs just a whizzle. Come on, are you destroying my rug? Good boy, there we go. Let's play. I want to play. Don't you want to play? today is technically day 4 if you include the day that we've got him. So tomorrow we are back to work, which could be a disaster, but we will find out in due course, I suppose. So just to give you a recap as to how things have gone and how he is progressing, I think it'd be useful to go through this day by day for anybody that hasn't had a Pomeranian puppy before, is thinking about getting one, or if you just like Pomeranians, or if you just like puppies or dogs, then just, you know, keep watching. So we got him on Saturday and we picked him up in a total and complete blizzard. Can I just say, in England it doesn't snow very much and very often, and so that is certainly going to be something that Danny and I are always going to remember, is picking this dog up in a complete blizzard. And he, frankly, in the car was really, really good. We had one incident where he was a bit poorly, and that was about an hour and a half back driving home. But that's to be expected, because dogs who is not familiar with cars, he'd never been in a car before, so unfortunately he was a little bit sick, but we just cleaned it up and it was fine. Got him back and just played around with him, took him out to the garden straight away. So we live in a flat that has a communal garden, which is an absolute godsend, and the other dogs that live in the block or the building, they're all vaccinated older dogs, so there's no issues there with that, so that's an absolute godsend. So we took him there and he had a chance to run around, and then afterwards he did his business, and then afterwards we took him upstairs to our flat and introduced him to his new home. Everything was honestly fine. He was good as gold. To be honest, we were really surprised, I think, that he knew that he needs to go to the toilet outside. So he knows to go to the toilet and do his business on our balcony. We have it set up very hygienically out there. And also in the garden outside, he was fine. And that was a very pleasant surprise, to be honest with you. So I mean, we fed him his food that the breeder gave us. We stuck to the same structured routine that she'd already instilled in him, and that really helped. And we settled him down at about 10 p.m. So, like, he was fine, really, going to bed. One of the things that was so unusual about him on that first night was that he didn't whine at all. So we were told by the breeder, your first nights are going to be really noisy, they're going to miss their mum, they're going to be very agitated, and nope, we honestly didn't have any of that with Pluto. He just went to sleep in his crate absolutely good as gold on that first night. So if you're thinking about getting a dog, maybe the stereotypes don't always apply. Prepare yourself in case they do, but he was fine going to sleep. He did wake up twice. So first of all, he woke up at about 12:30, and Danny was brilliant and went and got him and made sure that he was okay. But that was because he needed the toilet. And again, the same thing happened at about 4 a.m. So the only issue that we had on that first morning, I guess you still night, but really early morning, was getting him to settle back down again. Because in his mind, it's playtime. I want to get up. I want to play. I want, mummy, daddy, or whoever these people are. They're exciting. This is new. But that's not great for us at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. So that was when we found it really hard to calm him back down again and settle him back down again. So the way that we've got him set up is that he has a crate and then a pen outside, an exercise pen, so we can keep an eye on him and make sure that he's safe. So that at 4:30 on that first morning that we had him, I did not put him back in his crate. I thought that would just be too distressing for him. I thought that maybe giving him a bit more space would be a wiser idea. And looking at Zach George's video when he was looking after a puppy, a new puppy, that's what he did. He didn't necessarily shut the crate door, and I thought that would be a bit overwhelming for him. So he did well getting into the crate, but didn't do so well going back into it later on, basically at 4 a.m. So on Sunday we stuck to a really structured routine, the same one that the breeder had already instilled in him. So it was very to the point, as in get up, take him outside, back in food, take him outside, a bit of playtime, bit of exercise, try and set him down for a nap, and so on and so forth, and then repeat 4 times around meal times. And that, he was fine, to be fair. He was still going to the toilet outside, everything on Sunday, nothing new. He still, again, no whimpering in the crate. Woke up a little bit earlier, went to bed at 10, but woke up I think about 11:30. Not too drastically different from the first night, but he did wake up a bit earlier. And then again around sort of 4 o'clock mark. This time Danny sorted him out at that time in the morning, and he had far more success than I did. But the one thing that we noticed throughout the day was that Pluto, the things that I thought he would be very bad at, or that I was prepared for him to be really bad at, such as doing his business inside, or whimpering at night, or not eating his food, well, these are the things that Pluto is really, really good at, to be honest. What he struggles with the most is separation anxiety. So it is the most, I mean, not necessarily bizarre thing, you have to have some empathy, but it probably surprised me the most that he, even if I'm in eyesight, or if Danny is in eyesight, the pair of us, if he physically cannot get to us and touch us, he just goes berserk. So any kind of Kong toy, any kind of distraction to the fact that we're not there, doesn't work. He goes insane. So I've been practicing the settle command, trying to make him aware that it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I will come back. You just have to have a nap. Because this dog does not know how to settle himself down for a nap. As soon as I put him in his pen, his crate to have a nap, he just, nope, can't get to me, that's it, goes insane. So if any of you guys have any tips as to how to calm him down without just leaving him, that would be great, because at the moment I'm trying desperately to teach him that it's okay and to settle, but it's certainly something that we are struggling with. Saying that, he's really good at nighttime going into his crate. So Sunday he was absolutely fine going into his crate and settling down again, just that bit at 4:30 but Danny was able to settle him down far more successfully, as I said earlier. Yesterday, so we got him on Saturday, as I said, but Danny and I took the Monday and Tuesday off work to try and just build him up a bit of a sense of routine and familiarity, and essentially prepare him for when we can't be constantly giving him attention every day. Obviously with lockdown in the UK, we're working from home, so it makes things a lot easier to manage and to train him, thank goodness, because I do not know how we would have coped otherwise, or how Pluto would have coped with the anxiety and the separation. So to be honest, yesterday I just felt defeated, and on reflection, I think it was just that he was pushing the boundaries and wanted to see how much he could get away with. And I know that dogs, especially small dogs, want to exert dominance and be cheeky and be a little bit cocky and boisterous, but no, Pluto it was just a really bad day. And to be honest, it just started off badly. I took him outside in the morning with, put his harness on, and it wasn't on properly. And I put it on properly, but he managed to sort of wriggle himself, unbeknownst to me, so that it was not comfortable for him. So I could see that he was uncomfortable outside, and I went to take it off him, and he growled at me, which was really quite, disconcerting, because he's only an 8.5-week-old puppy. So for him to be agitated like that, and for me to be distressing him when I'm trying to remove the problem was quite scary, especially because it was a deep, ears back, thick growl. Not just a play growl, it was I'm really threatening you here, and I don't want to cause him any kind of pain. So that was how my day started, and to be fair, it just went from bad to worse. He, bless him, I think he was just overwhelmed with the fact that everything was new, and the bad habit started to creep in. So he then repeatedly decided that he wanted to growl constantly throughout the day, which was so unusual. And even with loads of positive association, loads of praise, loads of joy, he just didn't seem to be happy at all, which ended up with me probably yesterday drinking about half a bottle of wine, lying on the floor, crying, saying to Danny, he doesn't love me, he doesn't care, he doesn't think I care, I'm doing something wrong, I'm a bad parent, I want to give him the best love that I can, and I'm doing something wrong. And no, he was just bless him, I think it was just too much. There was a lot for him to take in, and he wanted to see what the rules were. So yes, yesterday we did have a few accidents inside. We had a few whistles, and one, let's just say of the more sinister type happened yesterday inside. But to be honest, we're keeping him under a really strict routine. He just didn't want to go outside. So that was, it's frustrating, but you can't tell him off, because even though his routine, we're familiar with it, he's only 3 days in if you count day one. So anyway, it wasn't day one, a Saturday even. So it wasn't the best day, and he just, was a bit of a terror, to be honest, running around, and but just chaos is how I would describe it. Like, there was just no listening. I'm gonna do what I want to do, that's it. And separation anxiety was awful, and it was bad. However, on a brighter note, today he's just been night and day dog. I don't know really what happened, except for the fact maybe something would be that he was tired. So he slept through pretty much from midnight till 6 a.m. This morning, which was, I'm so shattered right now because I'm on edge, waiting for him to wake up and cry because I can take him outside. But he didn't, so I still didn't sleep well. But he did. He just slept pretty much right straight through for 6 hours, which is unheard of for a dog that small to be able to hold himself for so long. But no, he's just been so much better today. We've been sticking to the routine, but obviously adding in this sort of mock work environment. So I've been sat at my desk with the laptop, and even though he still has separation anxiety, I've been really trying to train him on the settle command. So that does seem to be helping, definitely. But as I said earlier, if anyone has any tips as to how to keep him a bit more calm when we basically aren't able to physically touch him, then I would seriously really appreciate that, because at this stage, that's what we're having the most trouble with. Overall, so far he's been just such a dream. He's an amazing dog, and just so much personality and character, and you can probably hear him, he's literally just woken up. So I'm gonna have to go and make sure that he's okay. But I hope that was interesting and useful for you guys. If you need any more detail on what he's like, then please let me know. But remember to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting pup dates about baby Pluto. Thanks again. Bye.